We are in recordings now because I need to do some reporting, but yeah, kind of missed out the first part. Yeah. So alright, one person already done the subscription. So this is the slides in case you want to like refer later on, which I already like showed just now. Anyone with the link can view. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is a Canvas link, and for the one just joined, I will need you to get the Azure for Student. Okay, 3% already done. So basically, it's the link that I pasted previously. Okay, it's this one, and you go there and grab your subscription account. Maybe like 10% is done, then we can proceed. Like we have 28 here, I think. Maybe we can like make it 15. Yeah, right. 4% is already done. Okay. So far, is there any like issue or any questions that I want to ask? Let's see. Yeah, hopefully everything's fine. But yeah, if you have any questions like regarding the slides that I shared just now, I can actually explain to you more if you want to ask. Because like we still have time. I will give you until 8:27 as I said just now, right? Or 8:28 also fine. But yeah. Just now it's more on the theory side. Later on we will go like how do you do it in the cloud, and so how do you integrate with your cloud model that you deploy. Yeah. So yeah. Hopefully everything is clear. And so you kind of understand what is happening in AI in a sense. Yeah. That's basically the main aim of the event. So yeah. But today what we are going to focus is just classification itself. Okay. Yep. 2 more minutes, then we'll continue. I've need GCP give what's that? Give $300 credit. I'm not pretty sure about that lah. But previously I think I'm using when I'm using GCP, I don't think I get any credit. But if I'm using like QWikiLab, then there is credit. So yeah. So yeah. Let's wait. Okay. 1 more minute, then we'll continue. If anyone still need more time, then you can type in the chat, or you can okay, for the one that is raising hand, I think you can raise down. I want to check like if anyone need more time, then you can raise your hand up. Yeah. It's 8:26. Hopefully everything is fine. But eventually, if you face any issue in this sense that you cannot run your code and all stuff, once the event ended, I will actually share my API key and everything. I will let you play like around 30 minutes, then I will shut it down. Yeah. So don't need to worry if you can't really like create the services and can't grab the subscription, and it's okay. You can use my API that I created, so shouldn't be an issue. Okay. So yeah, it's already 8:27. So after you're done with it, just log into your account. Okay, just sign in here. Okay. Then you will actually see this page, right? Is everyone in the same stage as of now? Can I see a reactions or something? Just to confirm. Okay, all right. So once you have here, go to custom vision, or if you can't see it here, you can actually search for custom vision. So this is the service that we are going to use today. Okay. And once you come here, you might not see this because you don't have any models that is being like deployed in the sense. So what I want you to do here is basically, I think you have a create a resource or something there, but you can also create here actually. So once you click here, okay, just follow along. We want both. We want to train our own model. We don't want to use the training data that they have previously, and so we want the prediction as well. So we want both, and this one is Azure for students, okay. And then for this one resource group, I will recommend you to create a new one. So maybe you just put like this is a custom vision labs. Is that possible? Yeah, okay. So it's something like this, okay. So custom vision labs and vision, change it to the nearest to our location is Southeast Asia. And the name, maybe you can try custom vision workshop and your name in the end. Yeah, should be fine. The private subdomain is, yeah, okay, yeah, it's fine. So once it's fine, the name is okay. So both Azure for Students create a new resource group, okay, and then Vision take the one nearest to us because we might deal with the latency if you take a far one, okay. And also this one is custom Vision workshop and your name behind because we don't have any conflicts in this sense. And the training, you will have a free zeros or free F0 something. Choose that because I already have a model deployed. Yeah, free tire F0. Yes. Yeah, this one. So you choose the F0 and the F0, review and create, and just create the services. Okay. Once you are done, you let me know because I can't do the process since I already have my stuff deployed. Because one free account can only have one free deployment for this model. Yeah. Okay. Activity group. Yeah, should be fine. Okay. Once you're already done, maybe you can just put in the chat done, or like you can give me a hand raise or something. So I know that you are on the right track. So this is basically what you need to tick, and this one tick the one with the F0. It might take a while. It might take a while, but it shouldn't be very long. Okay. I think we are kind of faster than what I planned. We might end around 9:30 from what I see here. Yeah. But yeah. Okay, once you're done, you can give me a hand raise or like you can type in the chat done. Yeah, I will be the first one because I already done. Yeah. Okay, so hopefully everything is fine. If you have any issue, just raise it up in the you can unmute yourself or you can just type in the chat so I know that you need help and stuff. And also what is the exact stuff that you actually need my help on. Okay. Is it okay? I didn't see any hand raise or stuff. I'm kind of worried. Yeah, this is basically what I need to create the custom vision, both Azure for students, then just create a new resource group, Southeast Asia. The name is custom vision workshop, then your name in the end, so it doesn't like conflict anything most of the time. And this one, choose the one with F0, or else you will be charged. So yeah, I want to make it like FOC workshop, you know. So yeah, is everything okay? Just wait. Just give me a hand raise once you're done. Maybe I wait until 8:36 or like 8:35. Yeah. Once you're done, right, you might see, yeah, you might see something like this, but in the sense that you only have one. Is it okay? Is it still loading? Let's see. And so if you want a certificate, just want a certificate and participate in the LinkedIn Premium giveaways, lucky draw, you will need to stay until the end to fill the feedback form. Okay. Other than that, should be fine. Right. Is everything okay? I didn't see any reaction. Is it too fast? Okay, someone give a reaction. What is the subscription? So the subscription is basically you go to this link. I'm not sure did you join before, like before the recording started, but yeah, you need to go to this link. Okay, yeah, it's ending. Okay, you need to go to this link and let me just open for you. Oops. Wait, why is it not? Okay, yeah, you need to go to this link, scroll down, and find for Azure for student starters. Click on try Azure for student starters. Then you will need to fill in a lots of things, but eventually some like demographic stuff lah. And so use your student email. Okay, if you are from APU, you will have like the TP mail. So because you need a edu inside of your email to make it valid. Okay, this one. Make sure it's without the credit card. Okay. So I wait until 8:38. Okay. Because I actually saw three reactions now. Okay, 3 or 4 maybe. But yeah. So for the one that already have it, right, I will want you to go to customvision.ai. Yeah, this one. Go here and sign in with the same, I think it's the same account. Yeah, sign in with the same account that you use for your Azure Cloud. Okay. So once you are in your custom vision AI, okay. Yeah, wait until 8:37. 8:37. Then I'll show you what to do later on. Because you already have your custom vision ready here, right? And you won't have the prediction model. You can see the difference here is actually the first one is a training model, okay? And the second one is my prediction model. So yeah, that's basically the difference of it. And you can see I actually created it yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, I created it yesterday actually. I think this time might be following the cloud time. It's not GMT +8, so that's why. Because I want to validate my stuff that I'm going to share today is actually relevant to what you are going to see. So that's why I created it yesterday. In a sense, okay. So once you are here, okay, customvision.ai, okay, it's 8:37 already. You just click on new project, okay, and then enter the new project. Maybe you want to do like mine is pets classification, but let's say whatever you are interested in, I would say maybe you want to like detect that this is a, let me think, this is a fan or a light, so we can put like electrical classification. I don't know, but yeah. So, and then this one, choose the one with the F0 that you created, okay? And it's a classification, it's not object detection. So if you wonder like what is object detection, it's basically like, let's say you take a picture of a car, then you want to detect the car plate, then yeah, basically that's object detection. Okay, I have a problem like this. Oh wait. Leon Junbi, did you? Okay. For this one, you already get the subscription, right? Both of you, Junbi and Ming Chen. Do you already like accept the subscription and it's already verified? Because you need to, I think you need to accept it using SMS, OTP, and also the email as well to verify that everything is fine. After you do that, let me see if this problem, right, Azure for student status. Okay, what if you open in your private server? So if let's say you are using Safari, it's basically new private windows, and try to open your custom vision, or else if you're using Google Chrome, I mean all of the browsers, they actually have one private window. So for example, our Chrome is using new incognito, okay? So you go here and go to the custom vision and log in and try and see. I think that's one of the solution. Other than that, most likely is the I don't think the cloud server is slow, but maybe there are some cache issue maybe. But you can try that. You can try that. Go to the private server, private windows, and try to log into a custom vision. Go to customvision.ai, try to log in, and try to see is it still there. Or you can try to close the creation windows again. Okay, like close it, then try new project again. Maybe it will appear. Hopefully, okay. Hopefully it will appear. But it's kind of sad that the first part I did not record, because eventually I wanted to share the recordings as well. So yeah. So the name. Is everything okay, Junbi and Mingchen? But anyways, for the one that's okay, for the one that is on track, okay, classification. This one we go with single tap per image. Yes, single tap per image, and yeah, generate A2 will be good. So if you're in everything, yeah, I'm going to follow along, because I wanted to create a new one, so you can actually see the process of me doing it. So once I do this, right, I'm still trying. Okay, take your time. Once you do this, you might need to get some images. You need to find some similar image, like a specific fan with white color fan or something. Because you basically our model, it will be a machine learning model. It's not a deep learning, so he might not be as smart as what, like, when you ask ChatGPT, is kind of like everything is really good. He's handling the complex calculation behind, so everything is good. But when it comes to machine learning, a simple algorithm cannot adapt to like a lot of differences unless you have like very big data. But you have big data, eventually you need to use deep learning. So our model is like, you can understand it like a slightly dumb AI lah. So you need to give him like very um, similar images in this sense. So for example, I want a fan. Maybe I put this as a white fan. Okay, so let me go to, yeah, go to developer, and let me find for the folders. I mean, you can save it anywhere because like we just want to upload it. But let's say you are finding for one category. So let's say I'm finding for white fan. I need to find, let's put it at minimum 8 images. So if you just want to do 2 category, then that means you need to have 16 images in total. Yeah, because we need to fit our model to let him know like what we are trying to do in this sense. You don't want to just give him like 1 or 2 images, then you will expect him to like, predict something. Is kind of hard for the model. But yeah, custom AI, I think it's this one. And wait, not this one, not this one. And copy. I already opened the code lah actually, but what's this? Azure custom vision. Okay, cool. Azure custom vision. Yeah, there you go. And so I wanted to create a new folder for my new model images. Okay. And here, yeah, I can store it here. So it's a white fan. Okay. White fan one. Yeah, this is kind of white, but there's some random stuff down there. But yeah, this one's good. So save it as white fan 2. Okay. Yeah, you can see that you can actually like select not very exactly same, but as a just treat it as a more dumb AI, so you just find for the similar one. Yeah, don't give him some like complex one. So like for example this one, if you want to do the pet, right, I can actually share the stuff lah. I can share the images. Let me get it in case you are like very lazy to work with it, but eventually you can do your own classification. If you are lazy to go with it, I can just give you the images of the what's that? Wait, I'm thinking. I'm finding fast. I can't, concurrent. So yeah, the images of the dogs, the pets, the dog and the cat stuff. Let me just compress it. Yeah, compress images. And I can see inside of here I actually have a testing data and training data, which is what we actually want to do here as well. Wait, how do I submit? I couldn't send a file. Okay, you know what? I use the other laptop to do this. But actually, what you need to do here, okay? Find for 9 image because we want one testing one. So let's say you are finding for white fans, you find for 9 images of white fans, okay? And label it white fan 1, white fan 2, white fan 3, okay? And yeah, let me get the images for the pets. Downloads, custom vision, images. Yeah, there you go. Yes, compress zip file. Yeah, images. Cool. So I paste it here. Should be working, right? It's not working. Let's see how do I work around this. But for the one that wanted to do your own model, then you can find the image on your own. Other than this, yeah, I can upload a file. So what I can do here, I put in a SharePoint. So let me just put in my SharePoint. Give me a second. So for the one that is facing issue, can like still have time to try. Yeah, the SharePoint's here. For the one that's on track, is everything okay? Let's just check. You just need to find for image. Once you are done, then you can put a hand raise. Your account has been locked. What do you mean? Oh, okay, this is another account. Let me sign in with another account. Sign in. Unlocking. I don't want to unlock this account. Okay, private Windows, SharePoint. Okay. Other than that, I think I can use a drive, but it's okay. I already compressed it. Just give me some time. I need to log in and stuff. But if you have any issue or any questions you want to ask, you can ask now. Yeah. Okay. sign in. Yes. Let me just grab the link here. Did not expect that I cannot do that because I scared that if I put it on GitHub, it might be a bit like hard for you to navigate it. Unless you know like Git clone and stuff, but I can't expect everyone here to know that. So loading is a bit slow. Okay, let me try Drive. Okay, downloads, custom vision, images, open. Okay, it's not loading. Good news. Okay, so let me see. Is anyone that is already ready? Like the data is already ready, or everyone is actually waiting for my data? I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, the images.zip is here. So I share. Okay, anyone with this link is a viewer. I think viewer can download, right? Hopefully. Okay, so let me paste it in the chat. Okay, there you go. Can I try to go to that link and download the images? So in the folder that you downloaded, okay, you can actually see there's a testing data. Okay, it just ignore that lah. Testing data and the training data. So the training data is the one that I actually wanted to fit to my model now, and the testing data is the one that I wanted to try, but you shouldn't include testing data in training data because you don't want the model to know that, okay, I already have all of these images there, then you dump it to test again is kind of invalid in this sense because the model already see these images before and you test it again, of course you will get the answer. Okay, so you want something else. For example, here like you see I have all of these Australian Shepherd here, but in my testing data, I don't have this in whatever I have here. Okay, so testing data is like in its own. So if let's say I want to continue to do this, let me get more white fence. white fence, white ceiling fence in more specific terms because yeah, white fan for white fence 6. But this is kind of time consuming. But eventually I just want to show you. Actually, I can use the data that I have, but I want to build something different. So yeah, give me a second. But other than that, is everything okay? Is everything okay? 6, white fan 7, white fan 8. And let's take the last one. White fan 9. Okay. And then let's say I want to detect white LED light. Okay, then I can actually do that. Okay. So let me just get some images here. This doesn't look good. Maybe white bulb. Did I spell it correctly? Oh yeah, it's wrong. Yeah, that's actually AI as well. He will like detect your text might be spelling errors. So yeah, that's AI. White bulb. White bulb 2. And then save this. Yeah, this might take some time. Eventually you can share first. 3.5. Let's work out as well. 6. Whiteboard 7. Whiteboard 8. Okay, so now the next step is basically you come here, so you can add the images. Let's say I want to add white fan. Okay, white fan. Okay, wait, white fan. But remember to reserve one for your testing. If you're using the one that I already sent you through the drive, okay, you just download and everything is kind of separate for you already. You can just take it. So once I have, you can see I didn't select one, so I can select on upload, and this text will be like white fan. So for you, if you're using my data that I send you, which is the packs one, you can just take the folder name, yeah, the folder name, or like the file name. That's one. So if this let's say this is a Russian blue cat, then you just put Russian blue or something like that. Okay, so once you have this, okay, this is my white fan. I upload, or two images fail to upload because it's a WebP version, I think, because it's supposed to be like it only accept JPEG and also PNG image, if I'm not wrong. Okay, so just now I didn't take the last fan, so I'm not going to take the last white bulb as well. Yeah, I think that's good enough. But my last white bulb is WebP. Let me try, because a lot of every file I might fear, yeah. So I need to get more training data. This is not sufficient. We need at least 8 lah, to ensure that our model is behaving as it's supposed to. Okay. So white bulb 0. Then I need to clear. 6 should be fine, but the more the merrier. How a model has a better performance is basically how much you give the data, and also how you work with the configuration of the parameters to optimize your model as much as possible, and also the selection of the algorithms, which is very, very important. But when it comes to cloud, most of the time you might not need to select an algorithm because the cloud already help you to, but there are actually scenarios that you actually need to select it. Let's say if you are trying to code it out and stuff, then that's definitely you need to select. So yeah, get some white bulb. Don't even know how many white bulb I have here, but I think I need 3 more white fan or 2 more white fan, right? White fan. This is a white fan. Fine. It's a white fan. I just want more data. Give me more. So now I actually need to like identify which is the training data that I wanted. So in case like everything goes wrong, training data, let's just put like testing. So testing, maybe I put the white fan 99 inside here. I just hope that 99 is, yeah, 99 is a PNG. Let's go. Okay, white fan 99. And for the white bulb, oh, the new one is all WebP version. Shit. Okay, this is kind of sad because I need to take it again, but I think it should be fine. 6 should be fine. Eventually, the white bulb, I think I only have 3, right? Let me see, it's 9 in my training data because this is very critical. You don't want to test your model using the training data. Okay, it's not there. Right, nice. So white fan 2 to, I think the white bulb, all I need to delete because it's in every WebP is not accepted in the custom vision page. So let me just delete this first. Okay, delete. This is comment delete. Cool. And then 3 to 9. Actually 77 I need to delete as well. 88 is fine. Okay, at the end, let's upload 88. I think I'm more lag on the white bulb. So let me get a ways to make it only PNG. So I just put this transparent. Most likely he will just give me a PNG. There's some tricks that you can work with like, if you are doing this kind of stuff. So I need a white bulb. Then give me more white bulb. Oh, accidentally. White bulb. Muscle memory basically. But he's giving me white P as well. So transparent, that's okay. I mean, it will filter out the every flow most of the time. Are you still giving me white P? Bro, stop. Okay, finally a PNG. Finally a PNG. Just try to give me like 2 minutes, okay? So the meantime, is everyone okay? So the step is, I hope it's kind of clear like, in this sense, okay? Okay, you just go here. So add images. The WebP definitely not working, but I'll just put it up. Let me see. Okay, testing. I already have one JPEG. Nice. So here he will just add 2 lah. 5 should be enough lah. I mean, it's just a small project. Shouldn't be an issue for me. Yeah, 2. Okay, cool. And then add images. I want my fan. Okay, so white fan. Okay. All right, cool. So hopefully everyone already have your training data available. Okay, and the next step in cloud is very easy. Okay, just click train. And so we'll go with a quick training because advanced training will take kind of long time if you want to like put it longer. Yeah, let's go with a quick training. Right. So it takes a while. Last time when I trained the pets classification that I showed you just now, it takes around, I think it's around 3 minutes or 4 minutes. Because the data that I fed it in is kind of small. But eventually, the idea is kind of clear already, hopefully. Is everything okay? Can I see a thumbs up or something? Hopefully it's okay. Okay, good. All right, cool. All right, so, right, thank you. Right. So this is basically how it will looks like when your first, so this iteration is more like your first training. So training, they actually call it as iteration. It's like a round. So iteration 1 is like round 1 of training. So let's say you have your chat GPT. Maybe the GPT 1 is actually iteration 1, but normally they won't just train it once to deploy. They're training it like a couple times. I think most of the time it's around 10. If it's actually depending on the model as well, but I think once you want to deploy it, it's better to have it like 5 or something. But since this is like a very small model, I think 1 should be good enough lah. And so it depends on like what's the data that you feed it in. Is it totally okay? Yeah, get started status. So you can actually check your status here. And is it okay now? Go this step to last check is still training. So this one, once you are done, train your projects, okay. So this get started is basically like a guide for you, in case you come here don't know what to do, and that's what you need to do. Okay, so it's just training in this sense. I think the one that you have in the packs is much lower. So since it's training, right? Let's go to the coding part. because which is what I will get you to expose as well. So what I want you to do, right? Let me make it bigger. And one more, two more. Okay, this is much better. Okay, so I hope that everyone here has Python installed. If you don't have, then I'll share the link. Just in case anyone don't have it, right? So yeah, there you go. Install Python, okay. Oh, sorry. Install Python, okay. And then once you have Python, we want to create a new folder for all of your codes inside. Like actually just now for the training data, I will recommend to have it in one folder like what I have here. So what you need to do is basically go to the location that you want. For example, I want to store it in developer folder, okay. Then let me just, okay, let's say I want to store it in developer folder, then I can just, so basically it's like this. I don't think Windows you have lah, but you can create a developer folder lah if you want. I think it's much more cool. But you can, like, let's say you want to put it in your downloads, then you can just change your directory to your downloads. Then what I want to do here is basically like creating a folder called custom vision, okay. And then in my downloads, once this folder is done, okay, so this is creating folder, make directory, change directory, okay, it's some cool stuff, good to know lah, CLI stuff. And I want to change my directory, and I want to move into my custom vision, okay, and then open in my code editor, VS Code. Yeah, if you don't have a code editor, I will recommend VS Code, like strongly recommend it, because it makes life easier a lot with all of those extensions and stuff. So yeah, if you don't have it, I mean, if you are learning like programming stuff, you definitely need a code editor. Okay, so yeah, let's get this and update to later on. Okay, so what I want you to do here in your folder, I hope everyone is already here. Is everyone here? Like in this step, since your model is training, so if you are in this step, can you give me a hands up, reaction or something, thumbs up? You want to see the CLI? You can do it with a more easier way lah. Like in your file folder, you create a new folder, then click the new folder, open it in your VS Code. You know, the easier way lah. Just that this is more like my preferred way when I'm doing stuff. Okay. Is it okay? You see a thumbs up if you are on this stage. No. Okay, so basically what we did is we have our model training. Okay. Yeah, you see it's done already. Okay, we have a model training. So once you are done, you can see this precision recall, and the AP I think is what is that? I forget what is that, but eventually these three are calculations of how well your model will work in a sense. Like precision is like how precise it is. So it's like, yeah, I can see number will tell you blah 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 blah. If you want to understand more, you can actually Google search like precision in classification. Then he will give you a bunch of theory stuff that you, if you are interested in know what happening behind. So number three, true positive and all of this stuff. True positive is basically the confusion matrix, but yeah, we won't go very deep on the technical part because it's a bit confusing. Okay, confusing matrix, yeah, confusing. So yeah, so basically you have this. Okay, you can see like how well each of your tags. So each of your tags serve as a class. It's like, so this is like my monkey that I show you in the slide just now. which I explained. So this your monkey, this your penguin, something like that. Okay, so once you have this, then you can actually test your model. You remember that we have the testing data that we reserved, we didn't put it into our model, so which is the one that you can actually quick test here. Okay, so browse local file, my testing. Okay, I want to test my bot 9, which is not in my data. Okay, yeah, you can see here. So the model is doing pretty good. You know that this is a white bug, 99.9%, so this is like 0.000 something percent. Okay, so and then let's say I want to test my white fan. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So you can actually test it out, play with it, and yeah, here actually record lah. Yep. Is everything okay at this sense? Because we want to move on to how do you code it out lah. I hope that you all are on the right track lah in this sense. Because if it's not on the right track, then it's kind of, you know, when it comes to like coding it up, it might be a bit complex because the stuff is not being ready. Give me a reaction if you can test, like predict your data and stuff, predict your model. Like you can give him a testing data and he can predict kind of well. Oh, everyone is already okay. Cool, nice, nice. All right. But yeah. So, I guess interested to see the code if like you already lost, you don't know what to do, and you think that until this phase is already okay, then I think we can kind of end the session if you know. Okay, if you are interested to see the code, maybe you don't need to follow along. You just want to see. You can raise your hand up. I will go with majority. If there are anyone interested, then yeah, I will proceed to show you like how to code it out. In a sense. A hand raise. Okay, yeah, all right. Right, cool. So I will just show you because I think some of you already lost in the sense when you are creating the account, or you already lost when you're creating the services, or you are lost in this step. So you can actually see the recordings. I actually recorded from the, I think after the presentation of the theory part, but the theory I already shared in the canvas. But eventually how to code it out, there are okay, I'll just show you the code lah, since we are not going to go with the hands-on part. So yep, there we go. So basically in Azure, okay, in Azure they actually has a Python library. So the Python library that I'm using is actually this one. So requirements txt is like I can store all of my use all of the libraries that I need for my Python code here. So actually how to do this, right? You can actually see here, like I have, okay, I don't have, right? So normally how I work with Python project, okay, I'll just share something out of what we are going to do today, is that I manually create a virtual environment so it won't disrupt the local environment of my laptop. Because normally when you are doing like a lot of different projects, you need different libraries. When you install, you will see that some of the projects are using, like, let's say this certify library. Some of the projects are using 2021 dot something. Some of the projects using 2023. Even might have some conflicts when it comes to that. So what I use here is that I create a virtual environment that is outside of everything from my local environment, that is specifically for this project only. So that's what I do. And in Windows, you can actually just vmv/scripts, but this is Mac, so I will just show you the comments /activate to activate your virtual environment. Okay, so for Mac, I actually need to go with this because Mac, the virtual environment that is created. Oh, I'm sorry. The virtual environment that is created is different from the structure of the Windows. Or it's not script, it's bin and activate. So yeah, you can see if your virtual environment is activated, you can see the virtual environment name here. So let's say you want to have a different virtual environment name. Let's say you want to have your own name. You can actually trigger your own name that you can see here. Okay. So once I have my virtual environment, I can pip install whatever I have here. But normally when you like, if you don't have anything, okay, you don't have anything, you can see this is actually empty. Let me show you how do I create this file without like typing out one by one. So when you are having an empty project, okay, so pip freeze will freeze everything out. Let me just show you. Pip freeze. You can see here I freeze everything out, but in this sense I didn't install any library, so you can't see anything. But if I go with like creating the file requirements 1.1.txt, it's empty basically. But once I actually install what I need, so in this project, okay, let's go to the code. In this project, you can see that I actually need something that is out of what the normal Python code need, because the libraries here like this .env I actually need to install it. It doesn't come with the Python that I install. So for this I actually need to pip install, which is how you install a library normally in Python. Okay, so pip is like a Python library manager that you can use it to do a lot of stuff when it comes to like you are managing the libraries for your specific project and stuff. Okay, so what I need here is obviously this. Okay, but if you want to know more about the library, you can actually just search here PyPy. So PyPy is like a cloud storage that store all of the libraries that is online. Okay, so if you want to know more about the libraries that we are using today here, you can paste it here. Right, cool. And PyPy has a lot of stuff to explore. Okay, so I need a custom vision, and then I need python.env. The others will come with it. So yeah, so I pip install. Then now when I pip freeze, okay, you can see I have all of these libraries, which is same as this. And if I want to put it here, it's easy. So pip freeze with the command of, so this is basically go to. So I pip freeze, normally he will print it out. So if I want to store it in the file, go to requirements 1.txt. Once I enter, yeah, there you go. So this is basically how I manage a Python project in a sense. Okay, back to our main topic here. So in this sense, we are actually using Azure Python library, and this one is more like the authentication of your Azure, because Microsoft Azure he has a portal, so you need an authentication to it to make it work. Okay, and so .env is basically loading whatever I have in my env files, but in this sense I actually didn't create one, but I need one .env actually. So .env, okay, and the key, and all of this actually need to fill it up. Okay, so for the key, so I need to come here, need to find for the deploy code. I think it's this one, because we are going to do prediction only, so we can do this. Prediction, this is my endpoint, so fill in, okay, my endpoint. Hopefully I'm taking the correct one, okay. And the key, where's the key? So text subscription, yeah, manage key. So I want the key, let me just take key one, okay. And you don't want to expose this to anyone, okay. Key is very important. If someone have your key, he can keep on triggering your cloud services, which will cost you if he exceed the limit that is free. Okay, and project ID is, let me find, project ID is in here. Okay, so yeah, project ID. Oh, this is pets classification. I want to show you the one that I have here. Oh, you guys are more interested in pets because you are using pets. Yeah, I think I can go with this one. So pets, project ID is this, and publish iteration name. Okay, publish iteration name. Let me find publish which is the version name. It's supposed to be in here. Yeah, publish name vendic.v1. If you haven't published, right, you actually need to click like, okay, this is my electrical, I haven't published. So you need to click here, publish, and put the name, which you can target it here. So yeah, I have my EMV, everything, yeah, kind of cool. And after I have this, okay, so the code basically, I explain a bit. So load.dmv, okay, this function will find for this file and read this file in a dictionary. If you don't know what is dictionary, basically when you can see here, when I access the key, I can actually get this value. So that is basically dictionary in Python. Okay, I can get this value to put it in this variable, the key, the endpoint, the project ID, publish name. Okay, and after this, I actually need to log in. Okay, so this credential is for me to log into the Azure. Okay, so the Azure, what I get here is actually the key that I get from my Azure portal, which is specifically on the custom vision. Okay, so I get that. Okay, my prediction key. Okay, then he will actually return my like a token. Okay, so this token enable me to trigger my custom vision prediction. Okay, which is this one. So you can understand this is like, okay, this token is like how I log into my Azure portal normally, but in the sense that, okay, if you don't know how login works, it's basically once you log into the system, he will actually give you a online token or the online access token that is temporary. He will actually expire, which you can use it for the whole session. Like when you log into Instagram, you can actually use it for quite a long time, and sometimes you might find that he will log out by itself or something, which is actually that your access token is expired. So he will, I think nowadays Instagram doesn't have the issue, but Facebook still do that. Yeah, so yeah, basically that's how login works. So this is basically how we do it in terms of like custom vision, the service. How do we get it? Because you don't want someone to just simply use it, right? So you can get the prediction key, and I get the token back, which this token can help me to use the custom vision prediction model that I deploy. So once I have this published, everything is good. Okay, my custom vision prediction client is here. Okay, so I am trying to open a testing data that I have in my local file, so I don't need to go to this platform to test it here. Okay, so I can just, okay, let me see, I have Baji, Russian, Pomeranian, American. Let me try Shocky. Okay, so you can actually see it appear later on. Shocky 15. Okay, so this is basically finding, okay, finding my file, open it in a read binary format, because images is a, basically images is just a 010101. So if you want to read the image, you actually need to read it in a binary form. Okay, so after I have this, I target my image, and I get the results of it. So from my custom vision prediction, what I will pass in is I trigger a function called classify my image, and I will get the project ID that is specifically for this project that I created. Okay, and also the publish name, which is the published prediction version. Okay, and then read the image. So I will pass it in here, then I will retrieve the results, and these results will actually show me the prediction tag name, like the percentage of it. So when you actually see here, you can see the tag name and the percentage, which is actually same as here. So let me just run the file to show you that it's actually working. Okay, Python 3 predict.py. I need to save. I need to save. So, oh, Python 3. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, there you go. You can see here, it predicted that, hey, Shocky is 93.79%. And when I come here, refresh, yeah, the Shocky is here. There you go. Yeah, so that's basically how you code it out. I will share the link to this report in the email and also the WhatsApp group if you are in, and also the Discord server, GDIC Discord server. Yeah. so that you can get notified. And so for the recordings of this event, I will publish it to YouTube. And in the sense that although I don't have this part explained, but I will include it in the description of the video as well. Yeah, sadly I did not record it out, but yeah, it's kind of cool. So I think that's kind of all. That's all for the event. Yeah, we ended earlier. It's around 9:30. That's what I predicted. Okay, I'm kind of like an AI, but yeah. So other than that, is there any questions that you want to raise up before we end the session? Is there any? Do you want a Slido link? I can create now. I did not create it beforehand because I think most of the people will prefer to ask anonymously. So that's why most of the time I will do a Slido link, but for this time I kind of forget to have that because there are a lot of things that needed. So yeah, 29. Yeah, right. Fine. Custom mission. Let me just create a Slido if you have any question. And so before I forget, okay, this is the feedback link if you want to join the giveaways lucky draw for the LinkedIn Premium, and also you want a certificate that is powered by Microsoft. Okay, so yeah, and this one I think audience Q&A. Try sending a message. Is active. Okay. Yeah, you can just scan this if you want to ask any question. I will just open a session until 9:35 if we have a question. If we don't, then yeah, 9:30 will be good enough. So is there any question as of now? And remember to fill in the feedback form. Yeah, the feedback form is just for the certificate and also joining the giveaways. Okay, so yeah, let me just see, is there any questions? Let's wait for a while. You can ask any questions, like any out of the box question that is not shared here if you're interested in the know or stuff. Yeah, but the best is related to whatever we learned today. Is using Azure the only way you do the iteration thingy? Not really. You can actually train it in other cloud platform, but Azure is it's kind of good. You can see everything is kind of fast in a sense, right? And what is difference between all of this is actually cloud services are kind of same, because if you are doing a machine learning model, you actually want it to be able to run and able to use it online. That's why you actually need a cloud. Normally you can actually deploy it in your local environment if you want to try, if you don't want to deploy, because deploy actually requires some cost. But you can see here, if you deploy on Azure, is actually free of charge, because deployment is very pricey in the sense. So Azure is kind of a good solution that you can do if you want to have it online. Okay, but in terms of if you build the model on your own using like sklearn or TensorFlow or any like Keras, any different um, Python library, or you actually use some API. Actually, API is much more faster. For example, I'm not sure GPT API can do that or not, but maybe they will have that. You can't fill the form. Okay, wait. Thanks for notifying, but give me a second. Okay. I hope that's answered the question. Actually, kind of collect questions. I just say that Azure is one of the options. Okay. Let's see. Only anyone can respond. Collect settings. Show results. Accept response. Yeah. Can I access the form now? Is it better to train machine learning with local coding way over Azure AI? It's not better to train on machine learning with local, because if you are training it in local, you actually need a higher specifications laptop, because you want to get the process faster. And so some of the machine learning algorithms require a higher GPU, which is your graphic cards must be very good. So especially the one that we are doing today, because we need a graphic card that can detect the image and make it into like pixels and stuff and let the machine renders it. And when it comes to like you have a lot of image, local is not a very good solution. That's why clouds comes in. Okay, so yeah. But if let's say you are just trying a small model, you don't want to use any cost and stuff like that, you can train it in local and try it out. Yeah, that's my take on that. Yeah. Okay. What's the form for? The form is for the Microsoft certificate of this event, so the certification of participation. And also, if you fill the form, you will get a chance to join the um, lucky draw of the LinkedIn Premium giveaways. Yeah. So, is there any more questions? Yeah, I'll just open at 9:35 since there are questions now. Okay. Then I can just bombard me with questions because we have until 9:35. Yeah. If no questions, then we will end earlier. So I just wait. This lady answer. So yeah. Hope that answers your questions. They put anonymous, so yeah, I don't know who to address, but how would Azure? Okay. May I know what is your like specialization in your bachelor degree? That's the main thing. Because if you are more on the like let's say you take intelligent system which is the AI, I wouldn't recommend to use yeah your IS yeah so I wouldn't really recommend you to just use a low code solution for your FYP because I'm not sure is your supervisor okay with it. If your supervisor is okay with it, cloud is definitely easier a lot because you don't have to code the the stuff out because normally if you want to do AI without using any cloud services, you actually need to code it out like from A to Z, or let's say you are using library, you still need to code it out, right? So it really depends on your lecturer. Is he or she okay with using cloud solution? If okay, then I think deep learning machine learning is kind of okay if you are using Azure. But for AI, you can also try AWS cloud if you have money. Yeah, AI, yeah. But in terms of like deep learning, what is the specific aim you are going to do? Is it a NLP model, natural language model, or like you are going for some CNN model in terms of the image rendering stuff, image detection, object detection? It really depends. But if you are using cloud, okay, definitely not an issue because cloud nowadays they actually have a lot of AI services that is ready for you. Just that you need to make sure that your supervisor is okay. Okay, does this work the same as the CCTV or scanner that do those facial? Yes, it's similar, but there are some logics that are different because for facial recognition it's actually targeting the face only, so he actually need to find for the pixel. Okay, how does this work in behind, right? If you are using CNN, convolutional neural network, he's going to, okay, you put in a picture, okay, so the CCTV will actually capture it as a picture, capture it as a picture. He will actually take the picture as one small pixels. You actually split it into pixels that go through into server layers. In the end of the day, he will actually try to target the face itself. He'll find for the face. So for facial recognition, it's actually kind of different from what we are doing today, but the algorithm might be the same because in terms of like image processing algorithm, there are actually a lot. Like CNN, you only looks once, that one's YOLO, and also multiple. multiple. But today we actually didn't go through that because it's kind of technical in a sense. I know that if I go deeper in all of these technical terms, like for the beginners, it's kind of hard for them to understand. But if you are from a AI specialization, you might know that lah. Although I'm not from an AI specialization, just that I explore a lot. Yeah, that's why I know the you know kind of a lot of stuff in a sense. So yeah, yeah. Hope that answer your questions. So is this CCTV guy is the same as the FYP guy? I think it might be the same lah, but yeah. I would kind of recommend you to use CNN if you are building it from scratch, or like you're using. I think in the cloud, I'm not sure can you actually select the algorithm, but I will kind of recommend you to code it out lah, because since it's a FYP, yeah, code it out, then deploy on cloud. Yeah, that's the strategy. So you can kind of show that, hey, this is actually on live, and you can add more stuff in your report lah. Yeah, that's what most of the students do also. So yeah, if you know how to deploy lah, it's pretty easy lah to deploy, like code online. Yeah, hope that answer your questions. So yeah, it's around 9:35 already. Is there any last question? If no, then yeah, we can kind of end the sessions. Oh, sound put good. Okay, so I think that's all for today. Yeah, thank you for joining. Okay, I know today content is kind of messy because there's a lot of things that you need to set up and stuff to make it work. So that's why when it comes to coding, I think some of you already like lost in between. So if you want to like learn more and stuff, and if you really want to like go through the hands-on, you can actually see the video again, because I will share the recordings. And let's say we can meet in uni. I'm from APU as well, right? So we can meet in uni, or you join a lot of industry meetings. I most of the time I will be there. So like AWS user group meeting, a meetup, and so developer kaki, all of this community. I most of the time I will be there. So you can reach out to me and ask me some questions. So other than that, yeah, thank you for joining. I send out the certificate by tonight midnight. Then yeah, for the LinkedIn Premier, it will takes a while. Other than that, yeah, thank you for joining. Hopefully, it's a very informative session for you. And yeah, thank you. Bye bye.